What's up, y'all? Happy Christmas Eve. Hey, today's Let's Talk topic, man, is this. What do you think about the term beta males? What do you think about the term beta male? We've all heard about alpha males. We all know what that is. Nothing new. But what do you think about beta males? The term. Do you think that it applies? You know what I'm saying? Actually, what do you think it means? Or what does it mean in your opinion? How does the term beta male apply to the men around you? Or the men that you know? Or the men that you see on a day-to-day basis? What is a beta male to you? I mean, what are some of the characteristics of a beta male? Who do you know that you would consider to be a beta male in your opinion? Who? And what are their characteristics? How do they act? How do they interact with other people? What does the term beta male mean to you? Would you want your son to be a beta male by your understanding of the word? Is it cool to you? Is it just, something that people are overblowing? What does it mean to you? What does the term beta male mean to you? I know a lot of y'all might be thinking, well, Doug said it's the opposite of alpha male. Not necessarily. Not necessarily, y'all. And I think that goes to whatever your understanding or belief of an alpha male is. You see what I'm saying? Everybody might not have the same definition of an alpha male. So, therefore, the definition of beta male can't just be the opposite of that. I mean, who knows? I always thought alpha and omega would be opposite of each other. You know what I'm saying? But not necessarily alpha and beta. You see what I'm saying? So from that standpoint, is it the opposite of it? You see what I'm saying? When you look at it like that, or is it just beta is just less than alpha? Not opposite, but just a step beneath him. You know what I'm saying? Is that, well, not him, but him in general. Put it like that, him in general, because you have alpha females as well. So, is beta just a step beneath that? Like, you almost there, but not quite. You know what I'm saying? Almost. You beta. You ain't alpha. A few more years, you know what I'm saying, of training and you'll be alpha. Is that what beta is? Or is beta just beta? If you consider beta, that's what you are. There's no reaching alpha. You see what I'm saying? So I just want to know by your understanding of the word, what is a beta male? And is it possible to have beta females? I'm just saying, equality, right? So, hey, do we have beta females? Hey, but seriously, y'all, seriously. Do we have beta females? Does that exist? Is that a thing? And I guess that would, once again, that goes back to your definition of the word beta. You know what I'm saying? And the characteristics of it. Matter of fact, in your opinion, what are the characteristics of a beta person, male or female? If you're a beta, what are you? Are you like almost a leader? You know what I'm saying? Come up with good ideas but don't want to lead? Is that beta? I just want to know, what is beta? Is beta just weak, lame, broke, no drive? You know what I'm saying? Like, meet the criteria but no drive? What is beta? What exactly is beta? Because we hear it all the time. And you hear it thrown out and placed on people. Oh, he's a beta male, or she's a beta. You know what I'm saying? Like, but what exactly does that mean to you? Because we all have to take this. We all have to internalize it. You know what I'm saying? Individually and personally. So, what does it mean when you hear someone being referred to as beta? Do you look down on them? You know what I'm saying? Would you consider yourself to be beta, or are you alpha? Listen, everybody can't be alpha. That's That's impossible. That's just impossible. You know what I'm saying? For everybody to be an alpha person. Now, I'm not saying that everybody doesn't have alpha characteristics or traits within themselves, or where they can step up and be the alpha person in a situation. Of course, we all have that. We all have that. But I'm just simply saying everybody isn't an alpha person. Alpha, a dominant alpha. Everybody's not like that. So when you look at yourself, would you consider yourself to be alpha or beta? And if you consider yourself to be beta, what are some of your own characteristics? That's what I'm asking, stuff like that. Because once again, by definition, I guess you could say we all have beta traits or characteristics in us, according to the situation. You know what I'm saying? So what do you see when you see yourself? Are you alpha all the time? Are you beta all the time? Or are you whatever you need to be in the situation? I'm just asking. These are the things that we have to internalize. When we buy ourselves, when we give ourselves a straightening, you know what I'm saying? We got to check ourselves sometimes. But once you do that, I think you have a better understanding of what an alpha male or beta male or alpha female or beta female is. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But I think once you have to do it with yourself first. You have to be willing to understand and accept what you are first, before you can honestly say, okay, I think that person is a beta person. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at yourself first. If you're gonna be judging people, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna do that, and even if you're not gonna be judging people, even if you're not, there's nothing wrong with understanding who you are. You know what I'm saying? As it falls in the terms of alpha or beta, there's nothing wrong with that. And let me just say this for the record. If someone is beta, there's nothing wrong with being beta, which I don't think people need to be classifying themselves like as alpha or beta, but I'm just saying in the terms of this discussion, if someone deems themselves to be beta, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong. Matter of fact, I just watched the video yesterday when Pharrell said he's a snitch. Not saying he had snitched on anyone in the past, but he's saying he's going to snitch if he's in a situation. You see what I'm saying? Where he ain't built for. What's wrong with that? You see what I'm saying? In his world, in his reality, he knows he ain't built for that. Listen, I'm gonna snitch. That's what he's saying. What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with knowing who you are. Nothing at all. Nothing wrong. I think actually the problem is with a lot of people not knowing who they are and trying to pretend to be somebody else. You know what I'm saying? In reality, that's the problem. So when you break it down, really, then you can say what Pharrell said is gangster to a certain extent, because he's telling you. And he's standing on his truth. And he's not afraid to say that. He said it on radio. It was I think it was the Drinks Champs podcast, I believe, with Nori. I believe that's what it was when he said it on. But yeah, so believe it or not, man, that's gangster right there for real. Because he letting you know, listen, I ain't built like that. I ain't with this, so don't do it around me. What's wrong with that? A lot of people don't do that. A lot of people are afraid to do that and then get jammed up in a situation. So is that beta? Is that a beta male right there who's afraid to speak out, you know what I'm saying, and stand up for himself because he's afraid to look uncool? So is that beta, just going with the flow, going with the trend? I'm just saying, y'all, these are the things that we have to look at when we quick to say someone else is a beta or an alpha. You know what I'm saying? So once again, I go back to the original question in the beginning, which was, how do you feel about that term, beta male? How do you feel about it? What is the first thing you think about when you hear that term? Who is the first person you think about when you hear that term, beta male? Because there's always somebody or something that we think of when we hear something that we, don't know too much about, or it just is what it is, human nature. You know what I'm saying? Somebody tell you ice cream, your favorite flavor ice cream normally pop in your head. You see what I'm saying? Hey, and for things that you don't know about, when somebody describes something to you, your brain starts to conjure up an image, you know what I'm saying, as best as it can, because your eyes haven't seen it yet. Right, exactly. So, same situation here. You know what I'm saying? So, once again, the original question was, what do you feel about the term beta male? And I keep saying beta male, but just beta. period. You know what I'm saying? Because it can apply to women as well. So what do you think about the term beta? What do you think about it? What do you think about it? Do you think it's just another thing that just made up the place upon people to cause more separation? You know what I'm saying? Is it that? Or is it something that's necessary? Is it something that applies to a lot of people? You know what I'm saying? Is it a term that we need to use on a regular basis, on a day-to-day basis? You know, what do you think about that? How many beta males do you know? Or how many males do you know that you personally would deem as beta? And do they know that they beta? And I don't mean do they know that they beta in your eyes, but do they walk around as beta? You know, just content, like, hey, whatever? Or is it something that they did, in your opinion, that just made you deem them beta forever? You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, they beta. Hey, y'all, I'm out of time. Till the next time, I'm screaming, let's talk. Peace.